Hey Leo, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is our daily reading for June 29th, 2025. At the heart of your reading, we have the Six of Swords. Devil in reverse at the bottom of the deck tells me that you're getting yourself out of a potentially harmful situation really swiftly. I think you have some help or some guidance in order to do so. Your challenge being the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Either not being able to take on as much duties or work that's required from you. Spirit, is it that they need to delegate or they're not taking on enough? They need to delegate? No, they're not taking on enough. Okay, the situation that you're fleeing from could have put expectations on you that you're never doing enough, and that's why it's unhealthy and that's why you're getting out of that situation. Or your efforts to escape some sort of problematic situation involves doing a lot of things. Buying yourself a car, lining up a new place to live, getting a new job, or getting a new ID. There's all these, like, perhaps a laundry list of things that need to get done in order for you to actually make this exit. The lights really flashed in here. I don't know if that came through on camera, but I'm working with natural light in front of a window right now. I wonder if something big just flew by the window. Your focus is on the Fool in reverse. I mean, the Six of Swords always has you, like, moving into new territory, but I think you feel risk averse right now. You want to get into, yeah, okay. You've chosen a path forward that feels the safest to you right now. You want to get away from prying eyes with the Hermit there at the bottom of the deck. I think someone's given you a place to stay where no one else was going to know where you are. You can sort of hide away from the world for a time. And I don't think it's your long-term plan to stay there. But for the time being, it's allowing you to there's an element of safety that comes along with not having to launch into a new life just yet. So there's, like, hitting pause somehow. It's a side benefit to what you're doing right now. It's like someone's stashing you at a hideout, is what it feels like. In the recent past, we have the Four of Cups. And this is what precipitated your exit. It was like some sort of final straw. I think you made a bid for affection, like, hey, here's a solution, and you extended your cup of love as an offer, a real emotional plea to fix or heal or smooth over something about your past situation. And the other person was not interested, did not connect with that emotionally. So that was like the final straw for you that was like, okay, I have to get out of here. That was my last shot. That was my last attempt. When they weren't open to it or it didn't work, my offer didn't land the way that it would have needed to in order for me to stay in that situation, so I'm out. yeah, from your higher self perspective, one of the best things that can happen during this phase in your life is a major ending. Sometimes a situation needs to hit bottom in order to start moving up in life. And you can accept a whole lot of low... If you're going like this, and you have a chart of happiness or joy in your life, and you're at this low point in the chart, and you're like, okay, well, I have an offer, I can just stay right here and have a little bit of happiness. And they're like, no. Well, that sends you even lower, and then you find the bottom of that chart. That's the hitting rock bottom that's so cliche. In whatever situation that you find yourself, you keep believing that you're okay with however happy or not you are, until you finally reach the bottom where it's like, this isn't happy. This isn't joyful. I have to get out. And that's what your higher self is saying. Like, it's a good thing that you hit that low point, that you found the bottom of your chart, so that now you're on the upswing. There's a finality to it because of the way you're experiencing it, that's gonna benefit you in the future. Look, it has you feeling so optimistic and focused on healing. With the star in the near future, this is like optimism, pure optimism. It's hope. It's hope in the way that you are aiming towards something that you believe is going to be good. And it generates this sense of well-being because you're working towards something that you're hopeful for, that gives you this positive experience in the moment, in your day-to-day life. The pursuit of happiness. Your surprise energy is the 9 of Wands. There's something... This doesn't feel worrisome, so this isn't a caution. But there's something that is still requiring your attention that you can't escape. From your old life. From whatever it is you're letting go of. And I think you're actually gonna be pleasantly surprised when this thing pops up. Let me see if I can give some sort of example. Maybe you thought that by moving to a new city and getting out of a toxic relationship that you would have to find a new job. And somehow in this process of exiting that situation, you find out that they're going to allow you to work remotely, or they're opening a new branch in the city that you're moving to, and they want to know if you would like to stay on board. So there's something, I don't think it's that like on the nose, but there's something more nuanced about something that requires your effort. You put a lot of work into it. There's some sort of potential benefit if you remain connected to it and follow through on your commitment somehow. It's not all sunshine and roses. It feels like, all right, this is a lot of work, but I'm in it. I'm committed to it. It feels good to me to finish this and see it through. Whatever that feels like to you, you're going to have a chance that you're not expecting to stay in that effort. You won't have to give up that part of your life like you're expecting you'll have to. Your hopes and fears, we have the 10 of Cups. Yeah, you want all or nothing now. You want, like, you've hit that emotional rock bottom, and you're aiming toward the highest end of that spectrum now. You're like, sky's the limit. I've seen darkness in my life. Now it's time for me to see the light. And it's because you're believing that it's possible. You're allowing the things that were standing in your way to shed. The end result, we have the 8 of Cups in reverse and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Really interesting, first and foremost, that 2 8s come out at the same time, both reversed. This has to do with work. Just the general concept, numerologically speaking, of effort and work. So I think the overriding message that's coming through here is Spirit saying, you've been working really, really hard emotionally and practically, and that's going to become a lot easier. That burden is going to be lifted. I feel the reversal of the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles is primarily here to say, feeling better and doing better in a practical sense is going to start falling into place. You already have like good work ethic, patterns of behavior, but you're not going to feel like a hamster on a wheel anymore. You're actually going to start getting somewhere. Now, on another level, the interpretation of the 8 of Pentacles in reverse can mean a shift in career, taking a break from your work duties, perhaps. Can mean, because the 8 of Cups is reversed and connected with that energy, I see a potential for returning to a previous career or a previous job that you had left on the back burner, or even a profession that you used to be involved with, returning to that. What advice do we have for Leo? 4 of Pentacles in reverse. You really got to take on a mindset, whether it ends up being the case or not, that you're willing to let go of everything right now. The more open you are, the more flexible you are with like every little thing in your life, the more successful this extrication from your past is going to be. Spirit's giving me this like, you're so wound up and connected and entangled with that past, but right now is this pivot point in your life when things can just break free. And there's like little tendrils of, well, what if I want to keep that job? Or what if I should give that person my number because I'd really love to stay in contact with them. Whatever is popping up for you now about like wanting to maintain connection to this past energy, the more you let go is going to be better for you. The more you hold on, like you might feel a tendency or a desire to do, the more entangled you're going to remain with that past energy. So maybe the connections can be reformed at a future date. I think this is the period of time when it's best to just coast. Let things settle. Don't actively try to hold on to things. Like, wait until the dust settles and then see what you can connect with. So Leo, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helped. Have a good day, and I will see you back tomorrow.